I'm trying to get wide awake. The sunlight through my window is shining right in my face. If I don't get myself together, I know there'll be the devil to pay. I've got a feeling, I got a feeling, it's gonna be another me and my Starbucks day. Well, good morning, folks, and once again, Robert Ownby coming to you here from the House of Smoky Mountain Music, Smoky Mountain Music Historical Foundation, right here in the heart of the Great Smoky Mountains in East Tennessee. And once again, guess what? It is Starbucks slurping time. Oh yes. Now, we are not going to delay too long. We're going to get right into our music program because we have some wonderful picking and singing, good old Smoky Mountain style, the way it's been done here for years. We're going to kick off right now with a number by the Blue Valley Boys, some good friends of mine, a little song called, Little Maggie. Ever intense. That there is the Blue Valley Boys. Now, we're going to get into a number right now that's going to take you back to a sound that is, it's one of those older styles. I'm not sure, probably back when music was called country and western. Here is Ernie Barton, and he's going to be taking us back to an old-fashioned sound that is almost forgotten in these modern times we're living in. Let's hear about this old rusty truck.
pickup truck and a cowboy hat. She parked her rig right next to me on a hill in eastern Tennessee. She held a Martin guitar across her lap. I wish I may, I wish I might hear an angel sing tonight. Be still, oh heart, I heard a small voice nag. Then came her voice in sweet refrain, singing about a gold watch and chain from that rusty truck with a heart of Dixie tag. As time went on, I learned to care about this girl with long brown hair. The days were nice and the nights were oh so sweet. The sun came up, the sun went down. She kept my world turning round. I praise the day the two of us did meet. With the moon so bright and the hour so late, side by side on that old tailgate. Don't ever leave, I heard my poor heart beg. When she pressed her lips to mine, love flowed sweet as cherry wine from that rusty truck with the heart of Dixie tag. They say all good things have to end. That goes for sweethearts, pals, and friends. And into every life must fall some rain. The summer months had come and gone. She said she'd have to move along, but come springtime we might meet again. Then like the season she was gone. I was left there all alone as she drove away. I felt my spirit lag. I watched those taillights top the hill and said goodbye to my greatest thrill in that rusty truck with a heart of Dixie tag. Lord, I miss that woman and that old rusty Chevrolet. She's gone back to Alabama.
If I were a betting man, I would bet that you've not heard music like that in many, 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 many moons gone by. I love it, I love it, I love it. Hope you do too, and that's my good friend Earnie Barton about the old rusty truck. We're going to call front and forward now another good friend of mine who was raised right here in the hills of East Tennessee. And Bob Brewer, Bob, you look like you've got some kind of a problem. Do you want to tell us about it?
You know, my wife and I, we've been married for 30 years, and we're Christian folks, so we don't fight. We just have intense fellowship. And I came in out of the field one day, and she's sitting on the end of the couch, and I walked over, and I laid down on the couch, and I put my head on her little lap, and she reached over, and she took my glasses off, and she looked at me, and I said, "What?" She said, "Without your glasses on, you don't look too bad." I said, "Without my glasses on, you don't look too bad neither." And then we had words. I didn't get to use any of mine. But the woman cries more than anybody I ever seen in my life. I mean, just some of the strangest things. I went home with a buddy of mine one day from work, and we walked into his house, and he grabbed his little wife, kissed her right on the mouth, right there in front of me. Yeah. And then he handed her this little bouquet of flowers, and he says, "Honey, I love you. You're the best thing ever happened to me." We went in and sat down in the den. She brought us big old glasses of tea and a plate of cookies. She said, "Now, you boys want anything else? All you got to do is call. I'll bring it to you." I said, "Do you always treat your wife like that?" He said, "Oh, it pays off." He said, you need to think about it." He said, "See the way she treated me? I thought about that, and on the way home, I stopped by Walmart and got me a bouquet of flowers. Oh, yeah. Walked in the house, and I grabbed my wife, and I kissed her right on the mouth. I said, honey, you the best thing ever happened to me, and I handed her that bouquet of flowers, she just started bawling. I said, what in the world's wrong with you? She said, well, I washed clothes all morning, and then I had to go to the grocery. Me and Amber got in the car and went down to the grocery, and the car broke down. I couldn't get a hold of you. She said, so we had to get a cab to come home. Came home, and we was carrying the groceries in, and Amber tripped on the sidewalk and sprained her ankle. I had to rush her back in the cab to the emergency room, sat there all afternoon. We just got back home a few minutes ago, and I found out that while I was gone, the washing machine had broke a hose, and all them clothes that I'd washed all morning was soaking wet, and I still couldn't get a hold of you, and then you come home drunk.
Well, sounds like you've really had some problems there. I hope you get through those, and we'll be hearing from you a little bit later on, maybe in another program. We're going to get you back and get you to tell us some more of your shenanigans. But right now, it looks like the bus outside is getting ready to pull straight out of town, and I'm going to have to get out there and get on it. So here's a song called, well, the bus is leaving.
Next time the bus is leaving, I'll be on it. Next time the bus is leaving, I'll be gone. When she walked out on me, I didn't want to be free. The next time the bus is leaving, I'll be gone. The next time the bus is leaving, I'll be on. I'll be heading north to my friends and family, to where I once belonged, where I sang a happy song. Next time the bus is leaving, I'll be gone. Next time the bus is leaving, I'll be on it. Next time the bus is leaving, I'll be gone. When she walked out on me, I didn't want to be free, but the next time the bus is leaving, I'll be gone. There's nothing here to keep me hanging round. She left me, yeah, she left this old town. I'll never get her back, so it's time for me to pack. The next time the bus is leaving, I'll be gone. Next time the bus is leaving, I'll be on it. Next time the bus is leaving, I'll be gone. When she walked out on me, I didn't want to be free, but the next time the bus is leaving, I'll be gone. Yeah, the next time the bus is leaving, I'll be gone. Next time the bus is leaving, I'll be on it. Next time the bus is leaving, I'll be gone. When she walked out on me, I didn't want to be free. The next time the bus is leaving, I'll be gone. Yeah, next time the bus is leaving, I'll be gone. Next time the bus is leaving, I'll be gone.
Oh yeah, the bus is leaving. That song, by the way, was written by my cousin Louis Steve Jaspers, who actually he lives right next door to me, and I was proud to take a listen to that song, put a little bit of music to it. And that all being said, I'm going to have to get on out of here, get me a fresh cup of Starbucks coffee, get on the bus, and get out of town. So long, folks. Thanks for listening.